Shalom, Kahalayim, La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and bishops and elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to you fellow laborers out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity, especially during these times. Shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. Excuse me. A hearty shalom to you. Excuse me. A hearty shalom to you other laborers and believers that are scattered abroad, even if you're among the heathen. It look like the heathen who are speckled bird Israelites to the household of faith, which is the elect. I want to say shalom to you. U.S. seizes another oil tanker, so it's the third one. From Venezuela, as we know, that basically, Esau is openly stealing Venezuelan resources, in this case being oil. And, I mean, this proves that Esau is Cain, okay? Because when you go to the story of Cain, right, which I'll get it real quick, okay? Story of Cain, all right, after he murdered Abel, it was a judgment that the Lord had put upon Cain. It was a curse that this very day is still upon him, which he's born a leopard, but also the part of him being cursed is that he will be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. Now, let's read it. I'm going right to the point. Well, I started at verse 11, Salakia. Genesis verse 4, and I'll start at verse 11. It says, "And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it should not henceforth yield unto thee her strength." And that's true. You look at since Esau been in power, the ground have not yield forth her strength to her to him. This is why everything withers away under Esau's rule. Even you look at our our land, the Holy Land, which is the land of Israel, formerly the land of Canaan. They have to put trees and grass in our land to try to make it look decent or beautify it, and it still won't last because why? That's the curse that the Lord told Cain, which I'm reading. All right, that's a part of the increase. The earth, all right, it'll cause the grass to grow. It'll cause trees to grow. But under this man's rule, all right, and him being in our land, it will not yield forth anything. Okay, it's called the kibbutz. I believe it's if I'm not mispronouncing it, it's called a kibbutz, which the kibbutz is let me see if I can get it real quick. No. Let me see. No, I said kibbutz. Wow. It's called kibbutz. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Baba Shah, bear me 1 second. It's like called kibbutz, if I ain't mistaken. Excuse me. Kibbutz. Let me see. So you go into the kibbutz. You got to read into it. I'm not going to dive into it. I'm just going to find it real quick. Because the kibbutz goes into the development of the land, okay? It says influence on Israel played a crucial role in Israel's development, agriculture, industry, and defense. Yeah, so basically developing it the state of Israel, they had a thing called kibbutz, where kibbutz goes to planting things. Oh, look at the structure. Layout typically features residential areas, communal facilities, dining pool, clinic, industrial plants, and agricultural fields. Right, and how they do that, they bring it in. They bring it in from other countries, man. Okay. Let's see here, man. Let's see. You gotta dig into your own time, but you'll see. Okay. Let me see. Can I type it in this way? Bear me 1 second. See what we get here. All right, here we go. It says Israel imports plants, trees, and foliage from countries like China, India, Thailand, and the Netherlands for agriculture and decorative use. Notably, so you know, key details on importing flora, tree imports. It says grass and foliage, reforestation. Yeah, man. So they actually do this, man, and this is a part of the kibbutz. The kibbutz is the development of the state of Israel. So that's exactly what they do, man. They bring in trees, they bring in grass to grow it, all right, or to try and grow it at least. And it don't happen because why? Going back to the curse of Cain. Okay? So Shalaki took me a little minute, but I wanted to just grab it just to show you, you Akim and you feel Akwaft out there, So back in Genesis 4 in verse 12, it says, excuse me. And keep in mind, this is what the Lord told Cain. It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength, a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. So, yeah, man. What's a fugitive? Let's look up the word fugitive real quick, if I may. The word fugitive. Okay. Fugitive. All right. It says one. Slocky. Make it where you can see it. Slocky. Fugitive from the online etymology, one who flees, a runaway, a fugitive from justice, an outlaw. Yeah, and that's exactly who Esau is, man. Beginning with Amalek, all right, the chief tribe of Esau, all right, the chief tribe, which is Amalek, the Amalekites, the tiny tops, the J-O-double-O's, or the J-double-O's, they're the ones that's in the land right now, okay? That's committing, genocide over there, man. And, you got to think about, man, everything is befitting, man. It says that Edom will have our land. When you go to the book of Ezekiel 36, it says Idumea, which is the Greek way of saying Edom, and it says in the rest of the heathen, or Salakia, the residue of the heathen, all right, which is the so-called Arab nations, man. All right, that's fighting over our land, Though you may have a sprinkle of a few Israelites among them, but still overwhelmingly the heathen, all right, Idumea and the rest of the heathen are fighting over our land. Okay? All right, but point being, this man's a fugitive. He's fleeing from justice. He's fleeing from justice. He's not been brought to justice for all the things he's committed, man. Okay? It says vagabond. Okay, let's go look at vagabond. The word vagabond. When you look it up, it says vagabond. Now, it says one who wanders from place to place, despite early disappearance in criminal. It says one who is without a settled home. All right, a vagrant. Yeah, man. The notion of idle or disreputable. Person without proper means of livelihood and no fixed habitation. And that's exactly what these JOOs are, man. Because you look at it, man, they're everywhere, man. They're even they're in these Central South American countries. You know, a lot of them have presidents that's Amalekites. You know, and guess what? They don't have no good reputation because why? They're known to oppress the people, man. You know, and basically they set up to extract resources from the land and give it to the elites, their own people. You know, while the people of Central South America, you know, those different countries down there, they're suffering. You know, especially our people, the Israelites that's down there. So it says, that's it on there. Okay, that's it. So this man's a fugitive. You know, he's fleeing from justice, and we see it because right now we're watching injustice happen before our very eyes. This man is literally stealing the oil that belongs to another people and country. All right, but anyways, let's play the clip. I want to say fair use, fair use. Show you what's going on, and I'm getting a few more precepts. And Lord, run this edifying, you know, to the hopefully elect. Okay, so with that, fair use, fair use. Of course, my videos are not monetized, only for literary and commentary purposes. Fair use, fair use.
The Coast Guard has seized a second oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela over the weekend and is in pursuit of a third, according to government officials. The move comes as the White House continues to ramp up pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Fox's Madeline Rivera with the latest.
Before dawn on Saturday, the U.S. Coast Guard took control of an oil tanker after it reportedly left Venezuela. The White House says it's part of Venezuela's shadow fleet responsible for illegally moving the country's oil around the world. It's the second ship seized in less than 2 weeks.
They're in Maduro's essentially dark money ATM. They're the way he keeps cash flowing into Venezuela under our sanctions.
U.S. forces attempted to board a third tanker over the weekend.
Who the fuck are you to tell someone else to do with their own resources? What deems Venezuela to be operating in illegality? That makes no fucking sense, man. And then you wonder why the fucking man, Salakia, bro. Sometimes I get a little, you know, fucking hate Esau, man. Basically, the International Criminal Court. You have the what's it called, the it's like the an international based I can't think of it right now. It's called international something. I know it, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. Anyways, the International Criminal Court, they received sanctioning from the U.S. on behalf of the state of Israel. Why? Because the International Criminal Court have warrants out on Bibi Netanyahu and also American presidents as well, and other leaders that come from these different European countries, man. They have committed war crimes. That's obvious and blatant. And what happens? They get shut down. Excuse me. They get shut down by way of what? Sanctioning them. They'll even harass them, take their passports, lock them up. Some of them get deleted or unalived. All because they're pursuing justice, to bring the criminals, which the word criminal go back to the word crimson, which means red. Well, who's red in the Bible? The Edomite. to bring them to justice, but no one can. Because why? That's something the Lord is going to do. Okay? Back in Genesis 4 and 15. And the Lord said to him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. See? And so, excuse me, the Lord is the one who's going to take vengeance upon Cain, which is now Esau. Okay? Now, the word vengeance, it popped right up. Look. See here. Yeah, man, the Lord's going to take vengeance out on Esau, man. I'll pass it up. Yeah, man. We read this Romans 12 and 19. It says, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Right. And you know, that's exactly who's going to take out vengeance on Esau. Let's look at the word vengeance real quick. Uh-oh, Salakia. The word vengeance. You look it up. It says of revenging, vengeance, punishment. Yeah. All right. The Lord's going to punish Esau for his wickedness, man. All right. That's why it says in Lamentations 4 and 22, it says the Lord will visit Edom. Right. Let's get that real quick. The Lord will visit Edom for his iniquity, man. You know, because your sins have reached into heaven, man. And the Lord remembered you, man. All right. Lamentations 4:21, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity. And then, you know what? The word naked goes to what? Being revealed, man. Okay? And the cup represents what? The cup of slavery, man. You know? So the Lord is basically exposing you. And at the end of the day, you're going to drink that cup, man. You're going to drink double the cup, man. Okay? According to Revelation 18 chapter, man. Verse 22, it says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, which is us. And was Israelites, a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American people. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. And the Lord's he's going to repay you, man. This is a part of you pursuing your brother with the sword. And that's the reason why he was cut off. All right? For being a brother to Jacob, man, which is our forefather, which represents us Israelites, man. You know? You're not no fucking, man, you're not no relatives of ours, man. You were made to be our servants, our slaves, man. You know? And look at all the wickedness you've done to our people, man. All the fucking heinous atrocities, man. All those heinous acts and atrocities that you committed, man, to this very fucking day, man. The Venezuelans down there, they're Israelites, man. The ones that descend from so-called Hispanics that's down in Venezuela. Because you got some tares among, our people, man. But for the most part, Venezuelans, they go back to, I believe, Naphtali, if I ain't mistaken. You know? Tribe of Naphtali, you know? And you're the ones down there seizing their fucking oil, man. That translate into wealth and riches for them, for the Venezuelan people to prosper and to have a decent life. You're stealing it, man. Why? Because it's in the power of your hands. Let's play a little more of the video clip. Again, fair use, man.
but it sailed away and is now under active pursuit, according to U.S. officials. Oil is the main revenue source for Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro's regime.
The main revenue source for Venezuela is their oil. Their fucking oil is the main revenue source, man. That's why I can't wait for the Lord, man. I can't wait till the Lord destroy your ass. This is going to be the most pleasurable thing an Israelite can see. The wicked being destroyed for all their wickedness, man. Oh, man. That's going to be the most beautiful sight for us Israelites, man, to see the wicked being destroyed, man.
President Trump has declared a total and complete blockade of all tankers sanctioned by the U.S.
They're using these dollars to funnel and purchase and proliferate drugs around the world that's killing.
A lie. A lot, man. Matter of fact, let me get that precept. Woe to the bloody city, right? The bloody city. All right, let's get that. Nahum 3:1. It says, woe. Now, keep in mind that Nineveh, because this is who was speaking to through the prophet Nahum, right? The Lord speaking through Nahum, right? Prophesying against Nineveh, which is America today. Nineveh was the capital of Assyria. And just like the Assyrians did back then, who are oppressing the northern tribes today? Esau. So Esau is the modern day Assyrian. What was their capital? Nineveh. What's the capital of Esau, Edom? America. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Right. This is a bloody fucking city, man. Okay? And we're watching the robbery before our very eyes, man. Stupid word. We know what robbery means. It's just even, goes to other things, right? The Hebrew word there is parak, parting of ways, breaking in upon, plunder, crossroad. Yeah, man. What does this word mean? Rapine. Look this word up. Yeah. Look at that. Rapine. The violent seizure of someone's property. This is what the fuck going on right now, man. This is what's going on right now, man. You go out there with your military, your whatever, naval ships, whatever. You're seizing somebody else's property or somebody else's resources violently because you got a military doing that's violence. Then when you point out to him, he want to shut you down and call you domestic this, domestic T to the error is because we speak the truth, man. Again, they hated him, they rebuked it in the gate. Who the hell are you to take over somebody else's belongings, man? This man gotta be put fucking down, man. Like the wild beast he is, man. You're a wild beast that come into the village and attacking the people. You gotta put that wild beast fucking down, man. The Lord's gonna put Esau down.
They're using these dollars to funnel and purchase and proliferate drugs around the world that's killing.
America is the drug dealer of the world, of the whole world, the whole globe. In the Greek word, orchimene sense. Show you on the movies, man. All them big time drug dealers that guarantee you they was getting their drugs from U.S. presidents, man. That's a fact. Was it Oliver North? He was getting it from Nixon or Reagan, one of the two. I think it was Nixon though. Oh, in the movie, not movie, but show Snowfall, they showed you that U.S. had the fucking drug cartel wars going on and smuggling going on to fund the wars over in Nicaragua and things like that. They fund these wars through, in Central and South America through these so-called drug cartels, man. They doing that shit for decades, man. And this show you that they the accuser of like brethren. You're the ones that set up this whole drug smuggling ring, man. The whole drug cartel system. So what? You got Israelites in it. You set it up, motherfucker. And them Israelites that join themselves into that that smuggling ring or drug ring, the Lord going to deal with them too. It says, "Though join hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished."
Generation of Americans. So don't forget what this is about.
The U.S. has been steadily ramping up the pressure campaign on Maduro, who officials accuse of leading a major drug trafficking cartel. The military has targeted alleged drug smuggling boats and has not ruled out the possibility of strikes on the Venezuelan mainland. President Trump says the actions are necessary to combat narco-terrorism, but lawmakers want to know.
You know, all lies, man. Let me get into the precept, man. I can't stand these devils, man. They're always lying. And you simple people out there, you believe them. Okay, you believe them, man. Cause you through. You mentally and spiritually through. Don't know how to think on your own or form your own conclusion from what your eyes are showing you. Psalms 58 and verse 2. Yea, in heart you work wickedness, which the heart represents the mind. Okay, like it says in the book of Proverbs 4, it says that what? They sleep not except they have caused mischief or some to fall. So it says, yea, in heart you work wickedness. Also Psalm 64. All right. It says that the heart is deep. They accomplish a diligent search. They search out ways to trap you Israelites up, and they search out ways to steal and kill and destroy. Right under your noses, man. It says, yea, in heart you work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth, man. And that's true, man. The violent man is ruling, man. Verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And that's what they've done. You want us to believe or convince us that these small countries, that really don't have no power at all, are capable of smuggling drugs? Now all of a sudden, after all these years, these decades, because they don't want to give you the oil, now they're narco-terrorism, right? I mean, unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable, man. The devil himself, the so-called white man, calling another country or other people narco-terrorists. I mean, the nerve, man. When he just fucking sees poppy fields in Afghanistan, and then you see Afghanistan producing opium and different things. What do you call them, Afghanis? Or the Afghanistan people, they're all strung out on drugs. I think the poppy plants, they create like heroin or some kind of opium from it. But that's Esau doing. They occupied Afghanistan for over two decades, I believe, or close to 2 decades. Almost 20 years, basically. For what? Just went through the West Asia region, which is so-called Middle East, and just ravaged it, man. Just pillaged and plundered it. You know? And that's why the Lord gonna take you out, man.
President Trump says the actions are necessary to combat narco-terrorism, but lawmakers want to know what the endgame is.
This president has openly talked about regime change. They're now seizing oil tankers, which has nothing to do with drugs.
I support the idea of standing up to Maduro, and I want him to go. I am all in the camp for regime change.
About 70% of...
Yeah, anybody that don't agree with America. You know, if you don't give your resources up to America, well, now you're the bad guy. And that justifies them from coming in and stealing, raping and robbing and pillaging you, your people, your resources, murdering your families. You know? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7, it says, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way." Exactly, man. And that's Esau, Edom. Begin with Amalek, man. Verse 8, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, which the wicked have been revealed," man. If you can't see or know who the wicked is, man, something ain't right with you, man. The Most High got you fucking blinded. Because Job 9 and 4, Job 9 and 24 says what? The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Well, look at the state of the earth right now. Also, Proverbs 29 and 2, it says, when the wicked bear rule, the people do mourn. People are fucking mourning clearly, man. You know? "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." Right? Because hey, just like it says in Isaiah 63, it says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?" That's our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. All right, the Messiah gonna come into Edom, because Edom gonna be ruling. All right, 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter says what? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. You know, Jacob's name changed to Israel, represents the Israelites. And who's the ultimate Israelite? Who's the king of our people? Who's the leader of our people? Who's the one that's going to deliver our people? It's Yahweh Shai. You know, he's going to take the wicked out of the power. He's going to come into Edom with dyed garment. He's going to come in Edom and destroy Edom, and have his garments like dyed, like they've been dyed, like they've been in a wine press, man. Which it's just a representation or a metaphor for the many people he's going to destroy. The Lord's going to unalive when they get here. The Lord said he said he's not coming to send peace, but a sword. And he's going to take down the one whose blessing is a sword, that's been ruling with that great sword, which is Esau, Edom. He's going to put him down, man. And that's what we're waiting on. Far too fucking long, man. We've been watching this dude fucking just be a criminal, man. That's why it says in Zechariah 5, when the Lord sent forth that fire, it's a thermonuclear fire, and also the fire from the chariots. It says it's going to enter into the house of the thief. Those chariots, man. Them chariots well, Esau is panicking right now because he's seen so many of them and they doing so much. Because that's the Lord showing his show of force to Esau. But they're going to enter into the house of the thief. And who's the thief? Esau, Edom, the so-called or self-proclaimed white man. Okay? And it's almost here, man. All right, so, hey, with that, I'm going to end it there. Lord wasn't even edified. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Hey, shalom to the Lord's elect, and I'll see you in the next video. Lord willing, and Salakia, you know, I kind of got a little tongue-tied, you know. Sometimes I get a little passion, overly passionate, so bear with me. Lord willing, you can hear and you're edified. With that, shalom.